right, y'all, good morning. Well, I have got work to do on top of the house. I have got to remove some of those platforms up there and remove some of those posts. And I'm a little nervous. Now those boards and posts have been serving us well up there so that we can kind of get up and down from there and do some work. But once I take them down, that's it. That's it. There's no going back up there. But just as confident that now that we're down to a certain level, we can remove these top boards. It's a little bit of a milestone for us. So I'm going to do that so we can kind of keep on pushing on with the work. And, well, wish us luck. All right. Oh. Okay, so time to remove these top platforms up here. And then I'm gonna cut these posts. Oh, it makes me so nervous. But it's what I gotta do. And it'd be nice if I had a working battery in here. All right. Jeez. Always test your batteries before you climb up on top of a 20-foot dome. You want some berries? Some nice big berries. Nope. Uh-oh, walking time. Ooh. Another platform ready to go. That'll help us get around this the middle section. This one's got to come down. Crew inspecting my basin now. UV was inspecting it and now crew is. Oh.
She's scared.
Oh. She doesn't like this witchcraft that you're doing.
Yui, what is that? Aw. That's not gonna hurt you.
You get the bubble. Crew, come on. All right, y'all, I got the trusty Sawzall. Time to head up to the top and, well, I gotta cut these posts. Still nervous. All right, here we go, y'all. In the immortal words of Chevy Chase, this is crazy, this is crazy, this is crazy. There we go. What's done is done and can never be undone. I'm low on battery for the camera, I'm low on battery for the Sawzall. Let's see if I can finish this job though. Whoa. Okay, I think we're all good. All right, one last one. Ah, halfway. Unbelievable. All right, well, that's all I can do. Time to charge this bad boy up. Crew dog. Crew. It's gonna be a lazy day for you? Not a lazy day? All right, all the wind's picking up, which I'm not happy about. What are you gonna do? I got a tiny battery on this thing. Let's see if I can cut the mustard or cut the post. These batteries don't usually have a lot of power, but it just has to cut a little bit here. All right, we got it. All right, that's all we need. Always got to enjoy the view up here. Amazing. Man, now that I got those posts cut, it feels weird looking up there and seeing those posts gone. It's already got a crazy different feel to it. It makes me a little uncomfortable knowing I can't put a platform up there, but it does make it look a lot smoother. Not as many things jutting out from the side, so I could get used to it. It looks pretty wild. Now it's time for the pipes. So I got some angles marked down on there. So I don't know if you can see it. Here's my mark. I'm gonna cut this at an angle so rain can't get in. And it's out a little bit so that when we put the rocks and the cob over it, it'll stick out from a little bit. There it goes, y'all. Now I'm gonna cut the pipes at an angle to prevent rain from getting in. Then I can screen it off so no bugs can get in too. And we still got that airflow. I think I'm liking the way that looks. All right, next one on the chopping block, here we go. Well, that one doesn't look quite as nice. Got a weird curve, but that should work. That's kind of fun tossing things off the top. Look at this one time. You gotta go, buddy. All right, two more to go. The last one's gonna be the toughest. This one is going to be challenging. I was able to cut 3 of them. I can't get that last one. If only I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I'm gonna need something to kind of boost me up there so I can cut that last pipe. Unbelievable. She really likes it. All right, y'all, I have an idea. This is going to be a little tricky. Okay, now pull this up after me. Maybe this will work. We're gonna see how this goes. I might need to get Jess out here to hold the ladder. Well, maybe not, maybe not. Well, this'll work. Haha, got it. That wasn't so bad. Hey Jess, where you at? Oh, I got it. Did you see what I did? Maybe you don't want to see what I did. All right, we got a little bit of a drizzle out here, but man, I really want to get those screens attached. I don't want to have to deal with it tomorrow. Meanwhile, Crew and Uvie are just hanging out outside. Look at this, it's pretty wild. I feel like they're not 100% ready yet to like hug and kiss, but this is progress. I mean, they're not that far from each other. They're pretty relaxed. They're pretty calm. Uvie, you all calm? You calm, girl? She doesn't like buzzing sounds. Close up. All right, so I still have some mesh material here from another project we were doing. Now this will be perfect for covering up the vents, but I got an idea. I think I can use the pieces I've cut to gauge the size I need, cut it up, glue it up at the top, and then just kind of freeform cut it once everything's dried. I just got right now just a general square. I'm gonna cut this out and then also outline the area on the pipe. I just gotta hit the other 3 pipes and then I can start putting them up. You can get them all the expensive toys you want. And then it's the empty canisters that they love. Oh, she's really going to town. Dang, you see that, y'all? Rainbow over the mountains. Haha, that's awesome. All right, just a little drizzle, that's not too bad. So I guess the trick is to apply glue to one surface, apply glue to the other. Okay, it's probably been about another minute already. We're just gonna wait. All right, that's probably good. We got the last one installed. Everything's looking real good. And right at sundown. Oh, that sky is beautiful, isn't it? That is magnificent. We got a new digging champion over here. I think I've been outdone. You the new digging champion? All right, since I'm already messing with the screen material and I'm all done at the top, I might as well work on some stuff near the bottom of the dome. Let me show you what's going on. Oh! Oh, that scared me. We got a little snake visitor. Oh, you gotta check him out. Those snakes always surprise me, even though maybe they shouldn't. Oh, there he is. It's not a rattlesnake. That's the only reason why I'm up this close. We'll let him go about his business. Well, I'm gonna count that as a nice surprise because it wasn't a rattlesnake. So we got these pipes and we put these pipes in, man, back when we were doing the underground portions. And this is to vent radon from the underground portion and should allow the radon, if we have any, to kind of come up through this pipe. Now, I wanna put some screen over these so to keep out any bugs or whatnot. I got some screen cut and just like up at the top, I'm gonna use some of that Gorilla Glue. Also put one over here. There we go, looking good. All right. Where is it? What kind is it?
Go for snake.
Quick.
I think I can get it out. You think you can just get out of that bucket?
Oh, dang, this thing's agile.
Well, can it get out there? Just let it go if you can.
I don't know. I wonder if this is the same snake. I saw a snake over by the dome. I'm wondering if that's the same one. Opportunistic. So before those rains come in the afternoon, which I'm hoping they do, I'm gonna get up there and cut those screens around the pipes just so that there's no extra hanging off of there, that it's nice and tight to the pipe and just looks real nice. Well, the cool part about the rain is kind of allowed me not to have to be up here every couple hours spraying it down. Just let nature water it. And with the humidity, it's gotta be able to keep it moist for a little longer. Good morning, y'all. Well, we got some rain last night. Everything looks like it's pretty well good and soaked. Looks like there's a little overflow coming from one of our pipes. That means our poly tanks are full, which is always nice. Let's see how much rain we got. Whoa. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, about 0.4 inches. That's probably about the most amount of rainfall we've gotten in one dose so far this year. Nice. So it looks to me like with the water dripping out of the overflow like that our water tank should be full. But I want to double check, just make sure everything's on the up and up, everything's looking good. So I'm going to double check the water level in there, and then we'll see where we're at. So just take a quick peek inside here. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's full. Holy cow. As full as it can be. So this is fantastic news. With that, geez, almost a half an inch of rainfall the other night. The poly tanks are definitely full. The IBC tote by the shed is full. We could still use more water in the hacienda totes. So we'll see, but there's a huge storm coming our way. I believe there's a hurricane down south, and that means rain for us. So I'm really eager to see kind of how much rain we get. So before the rains come, I'm just gonna make sure everything's buttoned up, looking well, and that we can get as much water as we can in all of our various sources. Finish up some projects that I started, but otherwise things are looking good. Wish us luck, y'all. We could be getting a lot of rain.
Did you do that? Did you put those wood chips by the aqua?
I didn't do anything in here.
Who did that?
Put wood chips.
In the Ocotillo pot. So I didn't do that. Someone's been watching our plants.
What?
Pack rat do that?
That's weird. Who's been mulching our plants?
They get treats first, and then they get food.
Hey, how come you don't do that for me? Maybe I would like treats first and then my food.
I do that with the chickens because otherwise they'll swarm me as I'm going in there. So that distracts them.
Are we snake free today?
I don't see any snakes. Snake proof everything.
Yes. Don't look too closely.
Just likes the scoop.
She's coming right up here. Man, how old is Chaska now? She's probably ancient for a chicken.
She's definitely over 10 years.
Doggy close up. Whoa! All right, so I got those vents on the top of the dome covered, but we got a vent here, one part of the dome close to the entrance, and we got another vent here. So I want to get these covered very much in the same way I did the vents on the upper part of the dome, just so we don't get any bugs in there. And I'm going to do it just the same process. I'm going to glue it, wait a little while, and then add a little bit of the silicone caulk. It is a little warm to be using the Gorilla Glue. Oh, there's a beetle. Oh my goodness. It's right on the camera. Anyway, now the Gorilla Glue recommends not going above 90 degrees. That's probably only a few degrees above 90. And so that probably won't be too huge of an issue. And it'll probably cool down shortly. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I don't think it'll make that big of a difference. I guess it's better if you let it dry for a couple of minutes and then adhere to it. I guess it forms a better bond or sticks better. 1, 2, skip a few. It's been a couple minutes. Yeah, the screen is it's gonna be nice. All right. Now we'll just wait for about 24 hours and we'll finish this off. Very cool. Now, do you do that same process over here? Do you got to distract them?
Yes. These ones, look, they try to bust out of there to get the treats. And as soon as I open the door, they're going to jump out, and then I'm going to put the treats in there, and then they'll jump back in.
Uh-oh, is that your bountiful harvest? Now, if you see here, I've already cut the screens around my pipes down here. Now all that's left to do is add a little caulk, and I think these pipes will be good. Haha, see, a fly wanted to get in there already. Sorry, fly. Not in my house. We got a storm brewing right now. I mean, we're almost guaranteed to get some rain today. I think it's gonna be a slobber knocker. If we get a decent amount of rain, I mean, it could test out our infiltration basin over there. Could be a nice test for that. And maybe more water in the cistern. Meanwhile, we're trying to get the dogs situated. Jess is taking crew for a walk. Hey, Jess! Uh-oh, you might be making it back just in time. Oh, maybe not. It got cold, didn't it? Yeah. Yuvi's just been fed. Hey, Yuvi. Yuvi, was that a good lunch? All right, y'all. I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed and see how this goes. This is it, y'all. The storm has started. Woo! It is really coming down. Yuvi ain't afraid of no thunder. Yuvi, you afraid of thunder? Crew, on the other hand, he might be afraid of some thunder. I'm hoping we get a decent amount. This is what I call monsoon season. This is what the rain should look like. Look at this, it's gotten so cold out here, I'm wearing my hoodie. It feels nice. I can't believe this is July in Arizona. Yes, this is what I've been waiting for. Woo! Dang, y'all, it is really coming down. That pipe slipped out. That's not good. The basin's looking real nice. Getting a real good soaking over here. If anyone is concerned, Uvia is dry for the most part, although she's been playing in the mud a little bit. You been playing in the mud? You been playing in the mud? Well, this is the craziest thing yet. Wow. Look how much rain we got in that short amount of time. Almost 1.5 inches of rain. That is crazy. I love it. Now this is what a monsoon rain is supposed to look like. Hiding out in the Tahoe. We have UV outside for the most part, so in emergencies like this where the water is creeping under the roof, we have an emergency backup plan where we bring her into the Tahoe.
How's she doing?
Oh, she's doing fine, especially once she got that pizzle.
Where's she? She is.
Cool as a cucumber, right?
Yep.
But it looks,
Dry as a dry dog.
well, kind of dry. We're both a little wet.
Now I'm a little wet too.
Yeah, wow.
Getting rain footage.
You're getting picking up some bad habits from me running around in the rain.
Yeah, I better get back to crew.
Is crew this cool?
No. What are you doing?
So that was one heck of a storm we had last night. About an inch and a half worth of rain. So how'd you feel about that rain?
It is nice. I think this was like our first really big rain of the season.
Yeah. You were hiding out through most of it though, weren't you?
Yes.
That's smart.
Coming
Smart.
down pretty hard.
Yeah, an inch and a half in a shorter period of time. Now, although it's great getting that much rain, it is not without its issues here. We actually have quite a few issues. I've already seen them. I'm going to be taking Jess around and showing her all the damage. Some of it's not too bad, some of it is not too good. The first bit of damage is toward the back. I actually set up a pipe here to kind of collect some rainwater, but that pipe broke.
Oh man.
Yeah, a lot came off that wall. So I gotta get a better fit for that pipe for sure, and then that's a big spot I gotta recob. But you can see the damage also kind of continues on. Part of that's due to the boards, and as long as we have these platforms up, that's always going to be an issue. You can see a big hunk of cob came off there, down there. This stuff looks pretty good, not too much damage here by the entrance. But you can see until we waterproof it, I mean, look how much kind of clay and
It's just
sand
dripping
came
down.
off on the edge, just dripping off onto the door. So until that's waterproofed, I mean, that and enclosed, that's going to be an issue. Also, I think an issue is that we're getting water on the eaves, and there's still that gap in between the eaves and the dome, so that's causing issues. You can see, look at that, big
Ooh,
hunk.
that's a big chunk.
Yeah. Look at that, all those bags exposed. Over here to the front,
Wow.
some of these areas are kind of thin, so that's not too surprising, but I think it's just all that water coming in between the eaves and the dome, that gap, causing extra water to kind of come down on the side of the walls of the dome. So like that's just going to be an issue until we get that waterproofed, and we got to work from the top down.
Yeah, that might take a little bit. Hopefully we can do that soon.
I think once we get the top done, we won't have so many issues with the walls down here because we won't have that water cascading right on the side of the dome.
Right, it'll go onto the eaves where it's supposed to. But then we just have to make sure that the water from the eaves goes somewhere
To somewhere else.
appropriate
Yeah.
and not on the wall.
So all that isn't really that big of an issue, but this is the biggest issue.
Oh, wow.
It's our valve box. There's a valve down there to turn the water on and off for the cistern to the house eventually. And I kind of caved in a bit. And I knew it would eventually, and I was gonna brace up that middle, but then I didn't. So I will have to fix that up, straighten it out, and then get that braced up. Hopefully this isn't too bad of a project. But I'll open it up here in a minute and see what it's looking like. But I'm going to be very busy today. Obviously, I got to patch up a bunch of things along the walls. That's going to take a little bit of time. And then I got to deal with the pipe and then this. And we could be getting more rain today as well, starting in the afternoon. So I'm going to be busy. All right, so I've taken Jess around, taken a look at the damage, but now I'm going to take you guys up top, see how things are looking. I know there's some damage up there, but I really am interested in seeing how the cob and plaster held up, the new stuff we put on. So did that hold up to the heavy barrage of rain? That's what I want to know. Let's go up. Okay, let's see what there is to see. So again, a little bit more bags uncovered here, especially right almost at the rim of the eaves. So that's gonna have to be dealt with for sure. But looking up at the top, I think things have held up very nice up there. Very nice indeed. Everything looks to be in place. The plaster looks good. Nothing out of place. That looks fantastic. I just think the cob down below that is wearing thinner with every rainfall. Yeah, it's gonna need to be protected. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with the way this is looking. Everything looks good on the top. That plaster looks like it held up real nice. I don't see any cracks. All the rocks are in place. It's looking good. I think a lot of people have been asking why we're working from the top down rather than from the eaves up to the top. Just wants me to cut the boards as we go down. So technically, once we get to a certain level, all the boards are coming off and all the platforms are coming off, and then we finish our work down toward the bottom. So that's the idea behind that. But I got a lot of work to do. We got bags exposed that we got to get covered, and a bunch of things we got to fix from this storm. And I got to do it quick because I don't know how much time I got before we start getting more rain. I'm thankful for the rain, don't get me wrong. I'll fix whatever damage has got to be fixed, but I am happy to be getting the rain, for sure. It's been super cloudy all day today, and I'm kind of wondering what the solar's doing. We're not really using any energy anywhere. So we should. Oh, completely full. That's always nice to know. Even though it's a super cloudy day, we're not really using any energy, so full batteries. That's one relief. So I got some of these areas over here. It looks like the cob just kind of like fell off and fell to the ground. So I'm just gonna kind of wet some of these areas a little bit. It's already a little bit wet from the rain, but I'm just gonna wet them down and try and stick the cob back on. That should be enough for right now. And then for any areas that needs a little bit more, I'll mix them up, get some of that on there. So we're making some good progress. You can kind of see how much I've patched up here already, but I'm getting close to the end. Got this big old hunk that I gotta repair yet, and then this one over here, but I'm nearing right to the end. All right, all the patchwork is done. Things are looking good as far as the walls for now, but I still have a lot to do before the next rains come. I gotta get prepared. Okay, next up on the list, let's get this fixed. We're not harvesting a ton of water, but we are getting some off here, quite a bit, obviously, if it caused all that. So might as well get that into a tote. I kind of knew the setup I had in there, it was definitely shady. So I'm gonna get a better setup in here, something a little bit more durable, and we'll get it into this small IBC tote here. But this last thing I need to take care of, it's gonna be a project and a half. It's gonna be its own little challenge. Man, I'm a little embarrassed about the whole thing, but that's what it is. It's longtime viewers of our channel know this as our valve box, and it is almost completely collapsed. It's the box that houses the valve, which will allow us to turn the water on and off from the cistern over here over to the house. And I knew a while ago I should have braced this up, but it's one of those projects that I've been putting off, and then it finally caught up to me. So unfortunately those things happen. I know there's another project I gotta get around, hopefully before it catches up to me as well. But let's open this up and see what it looks like inside. So you can see how badly those walls have caved in. I should have had braces in the middle. Definitely needs some cleaning of these webs. A lot of mud down there. Ugh. So ultimately I'm gonna have to climb down there, clean that up, check and see if all the pipes are okay. I'm pretty sure gonna have to replace those walls and get things just shored up a lot stronger. I'm not sure why I thought I could get away with the construction the way it is. Now I know like how strong it would have to be. But I guess back then, maybe I was thinking I could get away with some of this stuff. But clearly that collapse is it's no good. It doesn't look too bad, but it's gonna be quite a bit of work. So that's what I'll be working on next, I think. I definitely feel very fortunate with all these rains that we've been getting. And I kind of like those slow falling rains that kind of over time. But man, that when we got that 1.5 inches, that was brutal. The eaves were a new addition before this monsoon. It's concentrating all that rain into various areas and just tearing it apart.
Well, that's good to know. Get that tested out, and then we can focus on the weak spots that we have to fix and how we can get that all prepared and weatherproofed for the future.
Oh, something I didn't show them yet. So our previous plaster attempts, the lime plaster, and even when we went over the lime plaster with the lime wash, that held up really well. But the lime wash directly on the cob did not. It started flaking off.
I'm not too surprised by that. I mean, the lime wash isn't really meant to hold up to that kind of assault.
But it did on the lime plaster.
Yeah, it did, which that's a little more surprising. I guess that makes sense. Like maybe it's more chemically bonded.
The lime wash connecting to the lime plaster, holding that together.
Good stuff to know.
All right, well, I got my hands full trying to mess with that box. Obviously, it's gonna be a little bit of a project, so stay tuned. I think I'm gonna get that. It's gonna be much more solid by the time I'm done. So I'm excited about the rain. We definitely got more rain coming. Stay tuned because we got a lot more building coming up. All right, y'all, we'll catch you in the next video. Bye.